Hey guys, welcome back to Footy 23. In today's video, we'll look at the two times AC Milan and Inter Milan have faced each other in European competitions and how it may affect the result in their Champions League semifinal fixture this 2022-2023 season. So, let's dive in. The two Italian giants collectively won 20 European trophies between 1963 and 2010. However, since 2010, the San Siro clubs have failed to make it to a European tournament final. This season, both clubs have been paired to face each other in a two-legged semifinal fixture to set up a final with either Real Madrid or Manchester City at the Ataturk Olympic Stadium in Istanbul, Turkey. Of the two clubs, AC Milan has been the most successful in Europe, winning 14 European trophies, 7 UEFA Champions League titles, 2 European Cup Winners' Cups, and 5 UEFA Super Cups. Inter Milan has 3 Champions League and Super Cups, making 6 European trophies. Before this season, the Serie A giants have only met twice in European competitions. On both occasions, the results were one-sided, with the Rossonerists knocking out the Nerazzurris. The first time the two Milan teams faced each other in a European competition was in the 2002-2003 Champions League semifinals. It was a highly competitive fixture, with both matches ending in a draw as both clubs boasted world-class players. Internazionale had great players like Marco Materazzi, Fabio Cannavaro, Javier Zanetti, Hernan Crespo, and Obafemi Martins. AC Milan was star-studded, with stars like Dida, Rivaldo, Gennaro Gattuso, Alessandro Nesta, Paolo Maldini, Clarence Seedorf, Rui Costa, Andriy Shevchenko, and Andrea Pirlo. Although both clubs share the same home ground, the first leg was an AC Milan home game which ended in a goalless draw. In the return fixture, Andriy Shevchenko opened the scoring for AC Milan late in the first half. In the second half, Nigerian striker Obafemi Martins scored an equalizer in the 84th minute. However, with the game ending 1-1, Carlo Ancelotti's AC Milan qualified for the finals on away goals after the fixture ended 1-1 on aggregate. The final was also against a Serie A side, Juventus, who crashed out Real Madrid, the only non-Italian side in the semi-finals, winning 4-3 on aggregate. The AC Milan-Juventus final at Old Trafford, Manchester, England, was decided on penalties, as the game ended 0-0 after extra time. Milan won 3-2 on penalties to lift their 6th UEFA Champions League trophy. In the 2004-2005 season, after knocking out Manchester United and Porto in the rounds of 16, AC Milan and Inter Milan were drawn against each other in the Champions League quarter-finals. This time, AC Milan won both home and away. The first leg ended 2-0 in favor of AC Milan, who were at home, thanks to goals from Jaap Stam and Andriy Shevchenko in both halves. The second leg match was abandoned after 72 minutes as Milan led 1-0, due to flares thrown onto the pitch by Internazionale fans, one of which struck Milan goalkeeper Dida. UEFA awarded Milan a 3-0 win, and ordered Internazionale to play their next 4 European games behind closed doors. AC Milan qualified for the semi-finals 5-0 on aggregate to face PSV Eindhoven, who they defeated on away goal rules after playing 3-3 on aggregate. The final against Liverpool also ended 3-3 after extra time. But Milan lost on penalties after Serginho, Andrea Pirlo, and Andriy Shevchenko missed their penalties. That 2004-2005 final took place at the Ataturk Olympic Stadium, Istanbul, Turkey, the same stadium where this season's final will take place between the winners of the Milan Derby and the Real Madrid vs Manchester City tie. Historically, AC Milan are favorites to win this tie, as they have been more successful in Europe. However, let's look at both clubs' journey to the semifinal this 2022-2023 season. AC Milan, having won their first Serie A title since 2011 in 2022, qualified for the Champions League and were grouped in Group E, alongside Chelsea, Red Bull Salzburg, and Dinamo Zagreb. They qualified for the rounds of 16 after finishing second behind Chelsea with 10 points in 6 games, with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. Ibrahim Diaz's lone goal in the first leg was enough to knock out Tottenham in the rounds of 16 to face newly crowned Serie A champions Napoli in the quarter-finals. The tie ended 2-1 on aggregate thanks to lone goals from Olivier Giroud and Ismail Bennacer on both legs. In contrast, Victor Osimhen's late goal for Napoli in the second leg couldn't earn them the win. AC Milan will be looking to knock out another Serie A rival to make it to the final. Their opponent, Inter Milan, started the campaign in Group C with Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Viktoria Plzen. They also finished second with 10 points in 6 games, with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses, just like AC Milan. In the rounds of 16, They faced Portuguese side Porto, whom they defeated 1-0 on aggregate to face another Portuguese giant, Benfica. The tie against Benfica was an avalanche of goals. Inter Milan won 5-3 on aggregate to set up a Derby della Madonnina semifinal. So, that's a wrap on how AC Milan and Inter Milan have fared this Champions League season. We also reviewed the times AC Milan and Inter Milan have faced each other in past European competitions. As you can see, AC Milan has come out on top in most of these encounters, with Inter Milan only scoring 1 goal in the 4 matches played in the 2 ties. Which of these matches do you remember the most? What are your predictions of the results of the Milan Derby this Champions League season? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more football content. Thanks for watching.